guys go for the men, you're staying with that You have Same thing. After you hit, so you can hit, and then you choke up a little bit on your suka, on your handle, and that makes it a little easier to pull through. Okay. What I don't want to see is that. It'll fly in Japanese high school tournaments, but you're not going to see it elsewhere scored. So let's just do it the pretty nice way. Not the big old Statue of Liberty. No, we don't do that. Okay? But the biggest thing is just maintain contact. To think about actually making that slice. Okay? It's really important you get the right airway, because if you're in deeper than that nakayui, you're not getting it through. It's going to be a problem. Okay? So let's give it a shot. Work through it a couple times. Let's do 3 to a side. glad they didn't have to do lunges or tie-in. It doesn't change. It's exactly the same as it was. We're lined up. We're not doing Keikogi. Look at the clock, guys. We only have like 15 minutes today. I want to keep it public and I usually short like smoothie and stuff. This kind of takes place of smoothie.
Mentore.
That's those are the books that they hurt so bad. It's like a reminder of how this all used to feel before Boston snare bending. Say proper, say the. Oh, there it goes.
Kyotsuke. Mokusho. Mokusho yame. Sensei ni break. Shomen ni break.
All right, sorry I didn't have time to Keiko today.